Hey everybody, what's going on? It's Hector. I've been trying to do a video for the longest time. I'm shy. Straight to the point, I'm shy. I don't like how I sound on video or on a microphone, so that's why I've been lagging it. But I'm just gonna go for it, and I'm just gonna upload it. Officially, video number one. Let's start from the beginning. Oh, you might notice I'm wearing my UFC jacket. It's a UFC 296. Normally, me and my wife would be here. She'd probably make something bomb to eat, nice little dinner, and we'll watch fights together. We'll probably have people over, but that's what we do. Man, let me tell you, I was supposed to watch the fights with my wife. The plan was I canceled plans with people because my mother-in-law is right. I could just watch them with my wife, especially because she hates Colby Covington. But so I canceled the plans, and then a couple of days ago, I get a phone call from one of the nurses or the front desk or whatever, and they say, "Hey, due to COVID or whatever, some patients have COVID. We're restricting the visitation hours." And yeah, so I said, "There's no point in me driving over there if I'm just gonna watch like a couple of fights and then have to go back home." So I made plans again, and today and yesterday I've been trying to get into contact with the people who run the place, the nursing home where my wife is at. Let me clear that up. And they say, "Oh, disregard that. It's not really for the subacute part of the clinic." So now I didn't feel like canceling twice on people, and I still would love to be with my wife. So that's what's going on. I'm home. It's 4:34, so the fights should start soon. But yeah, that's what me and my wife do. We UFC. She's a fight fan. But anyway, so sometime early September, she had I kind of. I guess it would. I could. How do I put it? She had like a false alarm. I was getting ready to go to work, and was washing up in the bathroom. I had already kissed my wife, goodbye, and I wasn't planning on going into the room, but something told me just go in and give her another kiss because I love giving my wife kisses. Um, I opened the door and she's laying on the floor, face up, and it sounded like she was snoring. So it sounded like somebody was choking her, and I don't know, something along those. Hopefully, you understand what I'm trying to say. It's just she was having some episode, and I still don't know what the hell happened to this day. I jumped on top of her while calling the ambulance, which is a whole different fucking story. Excuse my language. It's just a disaster with the operator. And while I'm on the phone with them, struggling to get them to come down, I'm trying to get my wife to wake up. I'm tapping her on the face. Just shake. Kind of moving her a little bit, trying to get her to snap out of it. I roll her to her side, and I noticed that she was, stiff, not doing the soldier boy or nothing, but she was stiff. So the doctors say that could have been a seizure, but she doesn't have a history of seizures. It's definitely a heart issue. Um, she comes to. She snaps out of it. She describes that experience at the end of it when she snapped out of it as kind of like well, it's not that dark, but and I was just getting lighter and lighter and lighter, and then you finally get to She said that the first thing she saw when she snapped out of it was me. The ambulance came, and they were attending to her, but my wife was okay, and she didn't want to be taken to the hospital here. She's a Kaiser patient, so I drove her to Kaiser, and she was there for a few days, probably most of the weekend. They did tests on her. They took her to the Kaiser over on Sunset in Hollywood or Los Angeles, and they did a test where they put some kind of an ink or something in her veins, and then they take pictures so they see if there's any blockages or whatever. So it turns out she does have some blockage, one of the veins going connecting to the heart, and so she was getting treated for that, aspirin and all kinds of other things, just to you know just to keep forgetting the mics right here. I keep touching it, but excuse me. So yeah, that's what happened the first time. That was early September. Um, in retrospect, I feel like I could have done more, but I'll explain on the next video, um, next time it happened. I'll explain in more in detail just more in detail about what happened. But yeah, this is my first video. I'm barely going on 6 minutes. It was I've never seen anybody go through anything like that. I've never seen I mean I've seen crazy things, but not happening right next to me. People say if I wasn't there or I didn't go check in on her, who knows what might have happened, but she kind of snapped out of it. So it was kind of like a blessing, I guess. So the following month, I have to admit that I noticed something. I even mentioned to my wife, like I noticed she was a lot more at peace with a lot of things going on. Just the way she would speak to me, not that she's, disrespectful or mean or anything like that, but I just noticed a lot of things change. Um, yeah, I don't know. I felt like, well, okay, she was taking everything serious. I was not. And it's not that I didn't care. It's just something that I felt. I don't know. I just didn't want to deal with it in the sense that it was not happening. It wasn't real. Kind of like what I'm feeling now. Um, Towards the end of September, she was in a lot of pain. She has some issues with fibroids. So yeah, and she's just a really strong human being. I'm very lucky to have her. Just the person that I am, I require a unique partner, and it was delivered. I'm remembering that Dane Cook vicious circle when he's like pretending to be crying, and he's like, "I did my best, I did my best." Um, but we can always do better. That month, that the month of September, I had gotten me a second job because we needed to pay down a few things, get ready for UFC X next year. So just trying to pay things down. Um, so I wasn't home a lot, but my wife understood, and she's just so freaking sweet. Like if you know her, or you knew her, or you know about her, you know that it's just those one in a million kind of people. Um, I love her. Her name is Mary Jo, so I should introduce her to. My name is Hector, for those, or in case I didn't mention it earlier. And my wife is Mary Jo. She's Filipino American. I'm Mexican American, and we met in San Francisco. Um, we've been together probably since mid 2017, and we got married a couple of years after that, or a year after, and we've been married ever since. We've lived together, and for almost we've lived together ever since. We've lived in South San Francisco. We lived in um, Monterey, California. That was probably our favorite spot. And then we moved down here to Long Beach, where we are now. So yeah, that's just a little bit about us and the first incident. I'm gonna go ahead and jump off. Um, don't judge me. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Yeah, subscribe and do all that other stuff that those YouTubers say. I'm not trying to be a YouTuber. I'm just trying to get ahead somehow. Anyways, so yeah, if any UFC fans out there, you got